Have you ever caught your cat staring into space, seemingly mesmerized by something you can't see? Maybe you've noticed them hunting shadows or swatting at the air like they're chasing something invisible. It might seem weird to us, but there's a lot more going on behind those glowing eyes than we realize. The truth is, cats see the world in a way that's totally different from us, and understanding their vision can help explain some of their most curious behaviors. Imagine a world where everything is a little blurry and colors don't pop the way they do for you. For us, the world is a sharp, vibrant place. Colors are bright, the details are clear, and we can easily distinguish shapes and objects. But for cats, well, their vision is a whole different story. Cats are known for being mysterious creatures. But what if I told you that their view of the world is even more mysterious than we think? First things first, let's break down how a cat's eyes work compared to ours. Humans have 3 colored receptors in our eyes, which is why we can see a wide range of colors: red, green, blue, and everything in between. This is called trichromatic vision. Cats, on the other hand, only have 2 color receptors, making them dichromatic. This means they see fewer colors, and the world is a lot less vibrant for them. While we might see a rich, red apple, your cat sees something more along the lines of a grayish-brown. Blues and greens, however, are still pretty visible to them, so they can appreciate some of the world's colors. But it's a bit muted. One of the most interesting things about cat vision is their ability to see in low light. We all know that cats seem to be the most active at night, darting around and pouncing on nothing in particular. But did you know that they're actually great at seeing in low light? Cats are built for dawn and dusk, the hours when their wild ancestors would hunt. They have a special layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum, which acts like a mirror, reflecting light back through their retinas. This gives them an edge in low light situations, allowing them to see in the dark about 6 times better than humans. So, while we're fumbling around for the light switch in the middle of the night, your cat is likely navigating the room like it's broad daylight. But don't get too excited for your cats. They don't actually see in total darkness. They need some light to work with. Still, their ability to detect movement in low light is one of the reasons cats are such skilled hunters. Their night vision is just one tool in their arsenal, but it's a powerful one when they're on the prowl. Speaking of movements, cats are absolute experts at detecting it. While we rely on a mix of both color and movement to perceive the world, cats are all about motion. Their eyes are designed to spot even the smallest twitch, whether it's a mouse darting in the grass or a bird flapping its wings. Cats have a broader field of vision than us, stretching up to 200 degrees, compared to that to our 180-degree field of view. And you can imagine how much more of the world they can keep an eye on. But here's the catch. Cats might be able to see a wider range of the environment, but their visual acuity, the sharpness of what they see, isn't as high as ours. This means they don't see the world in the crisp, the detailed way we do. Instead, they rely on their heightened sense of motion and contrast to get the details they need. This is exactly why your cat might stare at you one moment, and then suddenly dart it across the room at what seems like nothing. If there's a slight shift in the light or even a small movement in the distance, your cat's attention will be locked in. They're not being strange, they're being a natural-born predator. In fact, this ability to detect movement is so ingrained in them that it influences a lot of their behavior, especially their playful antics. If you've ever waved a toy or used a laser pointer to entertain your cat, you know they can't resist chasing it. It's the movement that draws them in, triggering their natural hunting instincts. Now, let's talk about how cats process the world around them. Since they don't see details the way we do, their brain is wired to focus on motion and patterns instead. Ever noticed how your cat would stalk a toy, circling it like a predator, before pouncing with lightning speed? That's because they're using their superior motion detection skills to assess how and when to strike. The quicker the movement, the more it grabs their attention. And while we might think they're just playing, they are actually practicing their predatory behaviors, which are essential for survival in the wild. But there's another layer to this: the way cats see shadows. For them, shadows are just as important as light. Cats rely on the contrast between light and dark to help them figure out where things are and what's moving in their environment. It's like a cat's version of night vision, allowing them to navigate through the darkest corners of your home. This is one reason why your cat might jump at a passing shadow or become fixated on a light source. To them, every flicker or shift in light could be a sign of movement or prey lurking just out of sight. Understanding how cats see the world helps us better understand their behavior. When your cat stares off into space, or when they chase that tiny shadow on the wall, remember that they're responding to their environment in a way that makes perfect sense to them. They're not being weird, they're just seeing the world through a different lens. So, the next time your cat pounces on an invisible object or seems to be captivated by something you can't see, don't be confused. They're likely responding to a tiny movement or shadow, something that caught their sharp eyes and triggered their instincts. It's their way of interacting with a world that's both familiar and mysterious at the same time. In conclusion, cats see the world in a way that's uniquely suited to their nature. They don't need bright colors or sharp details to survive. Instead, they've evolved to detect movement, navigating low-light environments, and rely on their instincts to make sense of the world around them. The next time you catch your cat staring at something or pouncing on what seems like nothing, you'll have a whole new appreciation for the way they see and experience the world. So, the next time you're hanging out with your furry friends and they start doing something you just don't get, remember, your cat is seeing a world that's not quite the same as yours, but in many ways, it's a lot more interesting.